Hello, my name is Laura Lease, and I am a spiritual director. And I think, as is true of many of us as spiritual directors, we bring a variety of backgrounds and experiences to our spiritual direction work, and that allows us to sit with folks from a multiple places of perspective. So, for example, as clients share with me about a particular situation, I sometimes find myself offering to speak to their experience, kind of wearing a variety of different hats, if you will. For example, a career coach might say, or a mentor might say, or a spiritual director might say. So here's an example. I meet with several pastors, and they will sometimes bring me something like they're working with some church members, and they've got one particular church member who can be kind of challenging for them, perhaps serves on their church board. And so wearing my mentor hat, I might ask a question for you as the pastor to consider how the Lord might want you to see that person in the middle of their brokenness, right? As you are shepherding them. Lord, help me to see them the way you see them. And how may you minister to not only that person, but to others just through this experience? How is serving that person also going to help serve the wider community at your church? Whereas the career counselor hat might say, how is this situation you're facing as a pastor? How is God growing you perhaps in new skill areas? Are we coming back to something that's familiar and he wants to just add another layer to your experience? How are you being stretched as a pastor in your career? And finally, as a spiritual director, which of course I must bring that up, that is the point we are typically meeting for. So my spiritual direction hat, I might say something like this, as a child of God, for you to consider how can you cooperate with what the Lord is up to in your very soul through this challenging situation. A fantastic question I've heard from other authors is, I wonder why this particular situation is so difficult for me. And so the idea is, as a spiritual director, I want to obviously have empathy for my client to say, I feel for you, this is very challenging. At the same time, how can you cooperate with God in any of these different capacities to get the most out of this challenging situation? So just a little example of how we as spiritual directors just bring a blend of backgrounds and how we can be supportive of our clients in multiple ways. Thanks so much for listening to this video. Bless you. Bye-bye.